Sometimes we simply have to swim against the current. Sometimes telling the truth becomes very dangerous. A simple truth, sharing a truth becomes very dangerous, okay? And this is when we know that we are at the times of a really huge, massive, worldwide deceit. Okay, what is happening in the world at the moment, it's absolutely crazy, it is absolutely mental, and it's not right. You know this, and you must remember to stay true to yourself. You must remember your common sense. You must forget about this progressive nonsense. This progressive thing, it's a complete nonsense, okay? Messing with the freedom of speech, it's very dangerous, and it's causing lots of problems. It's causing lots of negativity. It's causing lots of darkness, okay? Marxism is absolutely awful, okay? All these things that I'm saying at the moment are all leading down to one of the most dangerous things ever. Okay, and the most dangerous thing ever is the actual messing with the freedom of speech and the political correctness. It all boils down to the political correctness, which is a complete and utter nonsense. Okay, things are happening that are absolutely not normal, one after another. We are losing our police, we are losing our teachers, nothing is making sense anymore. The police is dancing around like clowns. The police is starting to clown around like there is no tomorrow. It's been all ordered by the high and very negative force. By the high and the negative force, by the very same force who is trying to destroy the freedom, by the same force who is actually teaching your children that there are 365 genders. There are two genders. There are man and a woman, according to this nonsense, and according to these devils, and according to this negativity, to this very, very dangerous negativity that is going around the world. There are like 300 plus genders or whatever, and you know this is an absolute and utter nonsense. Things are going so bad that people are starting to take their children slowly out of the schools, and this is no joke. This is no joke, because they are starting to teach children the devilish and really bad and really negative and really low things. When I say that they are teaching children bad and negative and low things, they're bringing all this sexual and horrible and stupid, ridiculous education into the schools. They're teaching children what they shouldn't be teaching children. They're talking to children about like changing sex and things like that at the age of like 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you out of your mind? Are you all gone completely crazy? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Everybody thought that America is absolutely undestroyable, and everybody also knows at the same time it's an old thing that the America can be destroyed from within. Okay, America is being attacked from within, and you know it. There are certain people that have been placed, as I said before, in that government, in American government, in order to destroy America. I think it's very, very simple, and it's very easy, and it's very simple to say and to notice who these people are. They are to do with a certain group of people, demonic group of people, demonic party, which is in America, and these people have been placed in order to work against America. Wake up, people. We all have to wake up. The way we work against this is basically to actually try to preserve our life, try to preserve our people, try to preserve our way of life. This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to be. People are afraid to say anything, and this is the way this is going to lead towards, and this is all repeated, and this has all been done before, but not to this absolutely ridiculous extent. People are getting murdered on a daily basis, and the police is busy chasing people on the social networks. Hello! It's crazy. This is all done on purpose, and people need to wake up. All we need to do is just get together and sort things out. By sorting things out is just get together, work together, stop fighting, regardless what political party you are. We have to stop fighting, because this is why there are different political parties, because they can fight more, and then the enemy, the actual real devil, the real enemy behind the scene can actually win. And this is what we need to do. It's the time to wake up. How many times do you have to read what children are what the teachers are starting to teach children in the school? Things are gone so bad that they're teaching them also like pedophilia. People, this is crazy. Being gay, being lesbian, it's not the same as a pedophilia. What the devil is doing at the moment, devil is trying to put all these things together to say it's all the same thing, but it's not. Just wake up and smell the coffee. Things are getting bad. Things are getting worse. When I started this reading, at the beginning of the reading, I was just absolutely angry because I can see the devil. I can see the Satan. I can see the negative energy. As I said, the police, it's actually dancing around and all this like a groups, like a gay thing, gay that. I'm gay myself. I don't care about a gay thing. But what am I saying is that they're doing something completely different. They're making mockery of our police. The police is dancing like on a pride, on a gay pride. Oh man, I want to be a woman, type of things. Come on, man. This is gone absolutely crazy. Do you know, wake up. What they're trying to do, they're trying to dismantle our way of life. They're trying to dismantle our family values. They're trying to dismantle our security. Okay, the police is meant to be there to protect us. If the police is like painting their nails with the nail varnish and his police is like wearing like a high heels and things like that in solidarity with gay people, the things are gone way too far. The police, we want you to protect us. I know that this is nothing to do with you. I know you've been told this from the people above, but where is this order coming from, huh? Who is telling you to make a mockery of yourself? Who is telling you to be monkeys? Who is telling you to be gorillas? Who is telling you to do this? The murder rate is going absolutely ridiculous on daily basis. How many people are murdered and they're busy dancing and painting nails? This is absolutely crazy. Do you know what? I don't even blame the actual police, because I know, everybody knows that this is coming from much further high up, and where this is coming from further high up, this is the dangerous thing. And this dangerous thing, this devil, this evil demon is thriving so much because people are fighting. At the same time, they're releasing invasion around the world. Everything is being a lie. An invasion, refugees, they say. This invasion has got nothing to do with refugees. Can you get this? Of course you get this, okay? And this can all be fixed. This can all be sorted, you see, on time. And the only way to sort this out is for every single person to come together. Things have gone too far. You know it, I know it, and what are we all waiting for? I'm not saying to go out and fight. All what I say is for people to get together, to try to see, to get some kind of common sense, okay? To get some kind of common sense out of all this, because there simply isn't a common sense, and things are going to go so far. You can go anywhere around the world and everybody's wondering what on earth is going on, what on earth is happening, what? Little boy 6 years old is transgender, little girl is 4 years old, or she's too confused. Come on, wake up. They're trying to make as many people crazy as possible, okay? This has all been done by design. This has all been repeated since like 1930s. Wake up. And who started all this invasion? Was it that side over there, that terrible woman, okay? And this is what am I saying to you, that this is exactly what they are doing. They're trying to make as many people crazy. They don't care about gay people. I said I'm gay myself. They don't care about transgender people. They don't care about transvestites. They don't care about all these things. What they care about is to make as many people as crazy as possible. You're gonna have the people walking down on the street saying, I'm fridge, okay, I'm the lamp, or identify as a cat, or identify as a little pussy. Do you know what I mean? This is how crazy this is going, okay? You know and I know that there are just two genders, okay? And of course, yes, sometimes people can be born like, of course, in a female body or vice versa. And you know, when people are 18, they go through this transgender thing, they fix it, and then they become what they want to become. But don't tell me that they're like a 300 plus genders. And it's an absolute and utter nonsense designed in order to destroy the world, to destroy the family value, to destroy people. So it's time to wake up. You have got some very strong countries in the world. You know, you have got some very strong countries who care about their people. Okay, you have got very strong countries in the world who didn't let these things to go and thrive. Okay, you have a very brave countries who knows exactly what is happening, exactly what is going on, and they are preventing this by protecting their people, by stopping this horrible, vile, evil corruption that is being paid, corruption that has been sponsored, okay, by the vampires, okay, by the people who live hundreds and hundreds of years purely because they are truly drinking blood and doing all sorts of things. They have the access to medications that no one else had. They have the access to medications, to the illnesses, the things that are no medicine, and there have been medicine for a really long time. It is time for people to wake up. We all have to wake up, and we all have to get together, because if we don't wake up and if we don't get together, the world is going to be full of nutcases, and this is exactly what they want. Later on, their life is going to be easier to actually separate things. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. It's the things are going to get so bad that they're going to be saying, you're going to go that way, you're going to go that way, you're going to go that way. Do you know what that way is? That way is a camp. This is why this is going all so crazy. At the same time, they're medicating people. At the same time, I said they're spraying people. Wherever I go in the world, I'm seeing bloody chemtrails. I can feel them, I can sense them, and this is just the way they're controlling people. This is the way they're controlling us, so we can all shut up. We can all get on with our lives and just pretend, oh no, you can't say anything because he's refugee. You can't say anything because he's this. You can't say anything because this is that. Enough of all this. It's absolutely enough. You need to use your common sense. Nobody didn't ask for these invasions. This has all been planted on us. This has all been planted on people, but it's been planted by the devil. The devil has been walking around the world, and it's walking around the world right now, and it's planting its bloody seeds. And these seeds that the devil is planting, we are going to stop. We're going to step on these seeds, and we're going to stop them. We're going to burn them. We're going to destroy them. And in order to do that, we all need to wake up and get together. Forget the political party. In whichever part of the world we are, we need to forget the political party, because this is crazy. The social networks like Twitter, it's probably the worst. I keep on saying they're attacking Facebook on purpose. The reason why they're attacking Facebook, yes, Facebook hasn't been like a little angel or anything like that, but the reason why they're attacking Facebook is because the Twitter is a bastard, okay? And this is what they do. They attack people by doing what, like for example, what they do, they attack people. This is an old Nazi tactic. They attack people by what they are doing. They're the racists. They're the ones that are racist. Demonic party in the United States of America. They're the real racists. Look what they do. Look what the Hollywood is doing. They're absolutely vile. All what they're doing, they're screaming racist. Let me tell you one thing. The person who is screaming racist all the time to everybody else is the one who is racist. That person who is singling out people and say, you are racist, that one is racist, that person is racist. So you know who racist is. The one who is screaming racist. Almost the whole of Hollywood. It's absolutely ridiculous. People, wake up. They're even brainwashing us to watching these nasty little disgusting Hollywood movies. It's seriously time to wake up, and I really hope that all of us are going to see this beautiful candle, beautiful spirituality, beautifully burning, and that burning, it's also going to re-energize all of us. I know that the time is coming when it's actually going to be very, very important indeed. There are few countries in the world who are actually actively fighting. There are few countries in the world who have been very clever and very smart, and who haven't been able to be paid by these nasty, vile people who are paying everybody else corruption around the world. And this is the product. This is what is happening. You can shut up about it, but it's not really good, because as more as people don't talk about it, the more this is going to be happening. So we have to talk, and we have to open up when it comes to, like, for example, like the president of the United States of America. They always talk about the president Donald Trump. You see, some of you are like, oh my God, I can't believe you were praising Donald Trump. I can't believe you were praising Donald Trump. You can't believe I was praising Donald Trump. If you can't believe and you're disgusted by the fact that I was praising Donald Trump, you are the one with the problem. You are the one who the lying media brainwashed. You are brainwashed by the lying mainstream media. Absolutely brainwashed. You are the one. If you're surprised, like if you're like absolutely surprised that I'm praising the praising the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, then if you're so surprised, then you're the one who did let the mainstream media to brainwash you. Okay, that's another thing I was going to say. One of the most dangerous thing right now, people, please listen to me very carefully. Please, you can think I'm crazy, you can think whatever I am, but I beg you to listen to me. The most dangerous thing in the world right now is the mainstream media. Mainstream media was dangerous since the Hitler time. This is how bad it was since the Nazi time. You see, it's absolutely dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing because it's lying and lying and lying and lying. The mainstream media is working directly against the people. The mainstream media is the biggest enemy of the people. If you're not realizing this, my beautiful person, there you go. I'm sending you energy. You have to wake up. The mainstream media is working directly against the people. The mainstream media is working with the demons, the demonic group of people in the United States of America, the demonic group of people, the demonic party. Okay, so the mainstream media is basically the demonic group of people who are working against the people, whether you believe or not. Let me tell you another thing. Whatever they say to you on the mainstream media, you just think positive. Whatever they talk about somebody in a nasty way in the mainstream media, that person is really good. This is when it comes to the president of the United States of America, who is absolutely amazing and remarkable, and I love him to bits. It's President Donald Trump. They're absolutely like, oh my God, what they have been talking about this man from the beginning, it's absolutely ridiculous. And he's a pure and absolutely wonderful example of what the mainstream media is capable to do, of what the mainstream media is doing. So that's why I want you to wake up, and that's why I want you to realize that the President Donald Trump is boiling down to him quite a lot, and the other few countries as well at the same time. But now, because the mainstream because the United States of America is under attack at the moment, this is why this is so important. This is why it's so important to support this president. Do not believe what the mainstream media is doing. Just try. If you don't believe, just try to see what am I trying to say to you. Put any differences as aside and try to realize that the mainstream media is working directly against the people, and the sooner you realize this, that's better. It's all boiling down at the moment on a few countries, but in particular it's boiling down to America. The President Trump has already managed to do things that other people didn't do. He's already managed to actually prevent like the amount of this invasion into the country. Of course, you know, they want your country to be overrun, and once your country is overrun, it is going to be much easier for country to fall. And this is exactly what there was somebody there. This is exactly what they want you to do, and that's why I'm saying I got scared because there was somebody there. Okay, but sorry, but this is exactly what they want you to do, and that's why I need you to really just wake up, smell the coffee, and even if you don't believe to your president, even if you don't trust your president, you know, I just want you to open your eyes and just try to see differently, think differently just for a while, and the things that didn't make sense, my beautiful people, they're going to start making sense. I beg you. I see beyond people. I see beyond the spirits. I see way beyond this world. If you were brainwashed by the mainstream media, I'm telling you to stop and just see things from a slightly different angle, and you will see exactly what I mean. This is really important to support your president, because there is a lot dependent. That's why I'm talking about United States of America. People say to me, you know, those that are weird, like, oh, that's not your country, whatever. Whoa, that's not my country. First you want like all the borders being open, you hypocrite, and now you're telling me that this is not my country because I'm talking about America. Get your facts first sorted, get your facts straight, and then come back and tell me something, because you're not saying anything productive. You're not saying anything normal. You're not saying absolutely anything by being completely ignorant. That's a pure and utter ignorance. So that's why I'm saying it's important, because a lot depends on the United States of America and what the president is actually going to do. This week, in between the 5th and the 11th of August, it's going to be absolutely ridiculously important, but especially the 10th and 11th of August. By the 10th and 11th of August, we are going to have a very strong indication. Something is going to happen, and Donald Trump is actually going to gain more support. Something very vile and very evil about a certain person is going to come up. There is a certain female people that are going to show their demonic face again, being the part of the certain political party, but apart from them, there is also something very, very subtle going to actually come out about a certain person, and that is just also going to open a new can of worms. The whole can of worms is going to be open in between 10th of 11th of August in particular, but the 11th of August is going to have a very, very strong signification, very strong sign that the things are actually going to start going towards the right direction, but purely because it needs to get worse in order to get better. It is going to come from the United States of America. It is going to happen in the United States of America, and this is going to be big, and this is going to be rather significant. And I'm going to shuffle these cards now. I'm just going to globally just quickly ask. You see, there you go, and this is exactly the same card every single time when I'm doing this, especially lately. Every single time when I focus on the United States of America, especially when I am focusing on a global situation, and especially when I focus on the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, this is the card. The card is that the man is doing the right thing. The man is on the side of the God. The man is on the side of the angels. The man is thinking positive, and the man has done so much for these countries already. The man has done so much for this world already that the people are not knowing about. The people are not paying attention. Why? Because of the evil, vile, disgusting, pathetic mainstream media. The mainstream media is hiding good things that the President Donald Trump is doing, and that's why this is going to be very significant, because lots of people are going to realize patience. Something very positive and very significant is again going to be revealed by the President of the United States of America, but also certain things that he has been working on, and the certain things that the mainstream media was trying to bury, that the mainstream media was trying to hide. So that's why I'm saying that this is a rather important moment in time, because it is going to open many people's eyes, and it's just going to be very beneficial. It is just going to, it is going to be very beneficial when it comes to the actual when it comes to the actual, to the whole world. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle another cards and this is also very important moment in time when it comes to the actual economy and when it comes to the actual progress. The president has been working really hard, and now this week we're going to find out about something very, very interesting things, and the new enemy is going to be revealed, and that is going to be an important moment in time, because certain things are going to come out to light, and that is going to be the new starting point. Lots of people are going to be wake up, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. A very important week in between the 5th and the 11th of August 2019. Okie dokie. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's from the 5th until the 11th of August 2019. So it's from the 5th until the 11th of August 2019, and I'm going to start with the horoscope sign of a gorgeous Aries. Now this is going to be a very interesting moment in time, because certain plans that started not that long ago, my gorgeous Aries, certain plans that you started long ago, it is also going to kind of become very strong this week. They're going to become very significant this week, and there's going to be the new starting point, starting moment when it comes to the new plans that you had. But also you will realize there is some kind of adjustment that you're going to need to have. The adjustment that you're going to need to have, it's going to be very interesting, but also you're going to need to be very careful, because somebody is going to be kind of very prone to have a certain argument with you. Just remember that this is going to kind of not scare you a little bit, but it's going to put you in a certain corner, and this is going to put you in a certain frame of mind. But this is very important moment in time to stay true to yourself. just stay true to yourself, because this is a very important moment in time, and this is going to lead towards the suspension and transition, which is going to be very important, that is going to lead towards your particular rebirth. And this rebirth that you are going to have this week, it is just going to point certain problems that are bothering you, that you wouldn't normally pay attention to, but this is so significant because karmically you will see exactly what things in your life you don't like anymore, and what things in your life you're gonna actually move away from, you need to move away from. Very, very good indeed. Your lucky number also is going to be number 7 this week. So please, my beautiful Aries, just try to have number 7 in your pocket. Try to have it around your neck, or try to kind of write it on your face. No, don't write it on your face, but however you feel, just try to attach yourself to the energy of number 7. Very important indeed. And also try to pay attention to your angels. Try to pay attention to what you dream, and try to kind of write it down, and also try to remember what is on your mind the very first thing in the morning, because your spirit guides are particularly going to be attached to you this week. On another hand, let me tell you something, my baby. It is going to have the whole week about you're going to have a chance and choice to look at your situation from a completely different angle, and that's absolutely brilliant. And you're also going to hear about a certain success. There is going to be the problem that is going to come to an end, and you are going to have a certain celebration, which is going to be brilliant, because the problem is going to come to an end with you having a conclusion which is going to be significant, and it is going to be the reasons for celebration, but also it is going to bring you like so much artistic energy and so much healing at the same time. It is all about the recognition and apprenticeships this week. Absolutely very fantastic week indeed. For those of you that are working, it is going to be fantastic recognition. For those of you that are retired, there's also going to be an important week of a recognition, and you will see exactly what I mean. And for those of you that are looking for work, please just go to apply for as many jobs as you can, because something mind-blowing is literally going to happen. When it comes to the actual health, you're just going to need to kind of pay attention to the vitamin D again. Try to expose yourself to the sun, or try to make sure that you're taking natural form of vitamin D, like maybe from the mushrooms, for example. You can take vitamin D, all natural. It's very important. On another hand, just make sure that you also drink like a nice amount of chamomile tea, organic chamomile tea if possible, because it's going to help you with your digestion, and it is going to help you with your stomach pain, which I think that it's going to be quite important for you this week. On another hand, for those of you that are actually in relationship, you see, this is going to be so good, because there is some kind of option going to become available for both of you, and the option that is going to become available for both of you, it's also at the same time going to be absolutely fantastic way out. Absolutely brilliant. New stage for both of you. It's going to be kind of available. On another hand, for those of you that are actually single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Aries, you see, there is going to be some kind of interesting person that is going to be the part of the scenario this week. And that person that is going to become the part of the scenario is going to put you in touch with somebody else who is actually going to become a very, very important person later on. You have to remember, this is going to be one step at a time, but by meeting this certain person, there is some kind of beautiful, fresh energy that you are going to benefit from, and it's very difficult to explain, but you're going to benefit from so much. Like, it's going to be breath of a fresh air, but on another hand, it's going to help you to open your eyes towards the new things in life. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this card quickly, and I'm going to see. Okay, here we go. An important moment in time, it's going to happen, and you're going to have a choice of two completely different things. Whatever choice you make, it's going to be absolutely fine, and it's going to take you in the whole new direction. Very good week, very interesting week, and it's time to pay attention to your dreams, as I already said. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be, of course, my gorgeous, my beautiful Taurus. My beautiful Taurus, Taurini, this is brilliant, because you are going to have a really great success this week. So when it comes to finances, you're going to have a good news. When it comes to some kind of direction that didn't move in a long time, this is most certainly going to be the moment in time when this direction is going to move towards like the some kind of winning, towards something very optimistic, towards something very significant. And also, you know, like in the last like about 4 or 5 months, you know, things that you have been like unhappy about when it comes to your personal direction, when it comes to the certain plans that just didn't happen, now there is going to be absolutely lovely movement that you are going to have. This movement that you are going to have is just going to be most certainly towards like a luxury way of life, to the luxury way of living. The problem is going to come to an end, but it's not only about the problem, it's a lot about the actual you just being free, you just feeling good, and you just feeling kind of that new direction being revealed. Somebody in your life is actually going to do really, really well. Somebody in your life is going to do really, really great, like a family member or like somebody very close to you, and that in itself is just going to reflect on you so nicely. It's going to make you feel good, it's going to make you feel positive, but it's also at the same time going to give you an idea, but at the same time you're also something is going to be offered to you. I like this pretty much so because it's just going to have an enlightening effect on you, and it's going to give you a great satisfaction, and it's just at the same time it's going to inspire you. It is going to give you lots of energy every time when you think about this. You will know, my gorgeous Taurini, that very closely, my babies, you are reaching the very important stage in your life. The very important stage in your life that you are reaching is just also going to be kind of the part of the really big picture. Is something that you have been working towards, and the certain problems and issues are also at the same time going to come to an end, you know. And also, what else I was going to say, that basically it is determination, absolutely beautiful determination that you are going to have. The determination that you're going to have, it's also going to give you an overwhelming emotion, and it's kind of going to make you kind of connected to your home. There will be a big change that is just going to start happening at home, something very important. Also, on one hand, a certain family member is going to have a very important realization, very important news, but also the certain change that is going to take a place at home, it's also going to be very important and very good, because it's going to make you feel very kind of like creative. This is so good because, as I said, you know, the certain repressed emotions that you had before, now they're just going to turn around and become overwhelming emotion. I'm so happy for you, because this is going way down with the time of your life when you had the problems and you just didn't know anything about it, and now this is going to be so good. And also, you know, when it comes to the certain court case, or when it comes to the certain judge decision or something like that, when it comes to the decision that you're waiting for somebody else to make, you're going to have a very good decision, very good news about that. But also legally, when it comes to some kind of possession, something that you have been waiting and something that it was the matter of time, you're also going to have absolutely fantastic outcome when it comes to this, and this is absolutely brilliant. My gorgeous Tauruses, this is going to be very big week for you, very big week, because it seems like you're going to make a really big step, literally from the 5th until the 11th. You know, the step is just going to be so good, but this step is going to be in the right direction. This step is going to reveal some kind of mystery at the same time. This step is going to make you feel more like rich in many different ways. Spiritually, you're going to come to the very good way, to the very good terms, but at the same time mentally you're going to feel really great. And when it comes to money and financially, this is just going to become really good, because the whole new option is going to become available. I'm absolutely delighted for you, and I'm really, really happy, my gorgeous Taurus, because this is most certainly going to be the step in the right direction. When it comes to the actual health, my beautiful Taurus, is when it comes to the actual health, you're just going to need to make sure that you're drinking lots of water, and you're also going to need to make sure that you're kind of paying attention to your liver, because your liver again is going to be quite sensitive. Please try to make sure that you're taking herb like a milk thistle. Milk thistle is a very important and very powerful herb when it comes to the actual liver health, okay? If you're on any other medications, check with your doctor, check with your GP. On another hand, what else you can actually take, it's like a lots of berries, blackberries, blueberries, any berries. If you can drink throughout this month, not only this week, but throughout this month, it's going to be very important for your actual liver, okay? And if it's organic and natural, even better. And that's something that you should be drinking every single morning, and it's going to help you so much when it comes to your liver health. okay? On another hand, for those of you Tauruses that are actually in relationship, you know, the certain problems that you were worrying about your partner in particular are coming to an end. Some kind of worrying that you had, some kind of problems, some kind of negativity, you know, something that your partner was going through but you were worrying. Now this is coming to an end, and this is going to be such a good for both of you. And also your partner is going to have a very good news about their work, about their success, in fact about something that they started and they had to wait and they had to show themselves, they had to prove themselves in a certain way. So now this is all going to boil down to have a good news that you're both going to benefit from, okay? For those of you that are actually single and ready to mingy, there is some kind of a group, part of the gathering that you are going to have, that you're going to be, some part of some kind of gathering, and there is some kind of special person that you're going to meet. You're going to like this person, and this person is going to like you back immediately. I quite like the feeling that you're going to have. Prepare for something very, very special, my gorgeous and ever so precious and ever so powerful Taurus, okay? Also, you see, you will be able to see the certain option, you know, you will be able, now the problem that you had for a while is going to turn around, and now the problem that you had for a while is just going to give you a beautiful flower, gorgeous flower, and with another words, there's going to be an option that is just going to come out of it, and that option that is going to come out of it, it's going to be literally life-changing indeed, okay? But especially the 9th, 10th and the 11th of this week are going to be super special for you indeed. You'll be able to relax in many ways, in many different ways, but on another hand, you will love it. You will see exactly what I mean. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my powerful Gemini. My Gemini, my gorgeous Gemini, you are going to need to really pay attention to your dreams again. This is an important week to pay attention to your dreams, but it's also going to be an important week to actually pay attention, to see and to think what is like going to be the very first thing on your mind in the morning. The reason why I say this is because the particular spirit guide is going to be around you, but this is going to be the certain particular spirit guide because it is going to be the past, somebody who was connected to you at some point in life. It's going to be somebody like some kind of relative that have passed away, or somebody that have been connected to you like there is no tomorrow. Most certainly it could even be somebody that was connected to you like when you were a baby and then they passed away. They will have a very special message for you indeed. This message is going to come to you like in the evening, or it's going to come to you like the very first thing in the morning, but it's very important to see what do you feel drawn to. So it can happen like when you're sleeping in the morning, but when you wake up in the morning and it's just the first thing on your mind, but also it could happen at any time on the day, at any moment in the week. You can just feel like being drawn to something, you can sense being drawn to something, and this is going to be the message from the relatives that passed away, that is going to have so much to do with a particular situation of yours, okay? But most certainly with something that you kind of wanted to wanted to achieve, and it just kind of left you with the problem, left you with the no solution. So there is a solution to the problem that is coming, and it's going to be rather sharp. And it's also to do with the money, finances, material trouble, like a certain problems with lots of negativities, and also difficulties in launching certain start and things like that. So it's a lot going to kind of like happen that is just going to highlight your situation, make you feel much positive, much more optimistic about you and about your life. And that's why this is going to be absolutely fantastic starting point. When it comes to your work and career, ooh la la, Gemini, this week is going to be so good. When it comes to your work and when it comes to your career, this week is going to be so good, and I'm so happy for you because you're going to be able to prove yourself. You're going to be able to get all your security and power through people praising you out. So if you're working for yourself, you know, it's going to be brilliant because, you know, this is going to be like, you're going to have a very important clients to work with, and the progress is going to be like absolutely mind-blowing. If you work for somebody else, you're also going to be noticed. People may not come to you straight away, but be very careful, give 1000% and 100%, because karmically you're very vibrational this week, which means that you're going to be projecting quite a lot. The people may not come to you and say this to you straight away, but most certainly you're going to be watched, and most certainly you're going to have like an absolute sacred power. It's so good because this is most significantly going to be a very good week when it comes to your own money, when it comes to your own prosperity, and the new option is going to become available. Something is is going to be proven to you, but you're also going to be able to prove something to somebody around you, somebody who didn't believe in you, somebody who made you feel really negative, somebody who made you feel really low, and somebody who just didn't maybe believe in the certain way you wanted them to believe. Now you're going to be, sorry darling, look, I've done it. So this is so good, because optimistically, you know, this is just going to put you in an absolutely perfect frame of mind. I'm so happy for you. And also, somebody is going to try to dominate you. Somebody is going to try to dominate you this week. Please try to be strong, try to be very clever, and try to use your own energy in order to not to let yourself be dominated. You just need to follow your intuition. You just need to follow your intuition. You just need to follow your intuition. This is the main point. Just follow your intuition. If somebody is trying to dominate you, if somebody is trying to plant their way of thinking on you, you just remember to keep on being sharp, keep on being sharp, keep on being you, and you will see that this is going to be absolutely the time of rebirth. This is a very important moment in time of suspension, of rebirth, and of regeneration. This is going to be absolutely brilliant, and you are going to like it, because there is an absolutely massive readjust. One of the biggest readjustments of your life is going to happen. It's going to come through, and at the same time, it's all about your success, but it's also going to help you to live your life in a slightly different way, where you're going to be able to see, feel, and sense things from a completely different angle, which is on another hand going to reveal something very, very super special for you, my gorgeous Gemini. Okay. What else I was going to say, like when it comes to the actual health, you're going to need to pay attention to some kind of sorry, you're going to need to pay attention to your throat, and you see, to your throat, and you're going to need to pay attention to your chest, which means that your low immune system, your immune system is going to be like a little bit low. Just make sure that you are taking like echinacea. Okay, echinacea is like a herb which is absolutely brilliant, and make sure that you are taking acerola, what I say almost every time, acerola vitamin C cherry powder, which gives you 1080 milligrams of vitamin C per serving, which is a lot, and you take this every morning and drink. Same with like this is what you drink. So take this every morning and you drink. Same with echinacea. Sorry. Same with echinacea. Okay, and this is so important to also mention that echinacea is a natural herb. Okay, acerola vitamin C powder is natural, but still check with your doctor or your GP if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, because only your doctor or GP can actually tell you whether you can take this or not. Okay, for those of you that are actually in relationship, oh my God, some kind of success is on horizon. Some kind of enterprise is on horizon. Something very important is actually going to happen, and it's going to be really good. Step in the right direction. Your partner is going to surprise you. Your partner is very capable. Your partner is very significant, and there is going to be an amazing surprise that you're actually going to have. However, in a huge, enormous option is going to become available to both of you. This is so good. Okay. On another hand, for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, you need to wake up, my babies, and you need to smell the coffee, and then you need to drink it after you smell it. Now basically what it is, you're just going to need to learn how to let go. There is someone that is a part of your life that you're going to need to learn and let go. Somebody that you're focusing on. You're very deep, you're very spiritual, and this is an important moment in time to realize that whoever comes to your mind that was your past lover, your previous lover, you need to learn how to let go. An important stage in your life to realize whoever you fancy and whoever you kind of like you were still drawn to, realize it's an important karmic week to kind of let them go, so you can allow someone else to come through. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to talk about is going to be Cancerini. Cancerians, my gorgeous bambinis, my gorgeous bambinas. This is an important week of the actual romance. For those of you that are in relationship, you're just going to be doing lots of kissy and lots of understanding. But I like this because this is just going to come, this is going to happen at the right time. The certain problem is going to come to an end, and also because you were worrying about somebody very special in your life, maybe somebody very close to you. You have been going through something, and this is going to bring you closer together. So therefore, this is an important moment in time when it comes to success, but it's also when it comes to the actual emotions. Very, very important moment in time. And also, what else I was going to say, the whole new harmony is going to come through, the whole new peace is going to come through, and this week it's going to be very good because it's going to be a good week for the rejuvenation, and it's going to help you a lot to kind of feel your own grounding. It's going to help you a lot to kind of feel your own power. This is so good, because at the end of the day, this is also going to reflect on you in like being very creative. This is going to be, on one hand, you're going to feel very relaxed. On another hand, you're going to feel absolutely mind-blowing creativity, mind-blowing power, and that vibration is going to kind of really call you out to do some kind of massive new stage that is going to cost maybe a certain amount of money, it's going to cost a certain amount of time, but at the same time it is just going to be absolutely huge and massive and absolutely enormous later on. Some kind of massive new beginning is going to happen to you, but this is all going to be so good, the beginning and the birth of something very important that is just going to have such an amazing stages in your life, and it's going to lead towards you boom hitting like a powerless boom hitting powerless opportunity, powerless opportunities, hitting the powerless moment in time, which means that for a while, for the last 13 or 14 months, you didn't really know what to do, and it was all about the matter, all about the time, and now this is all going to lead towards that, like winning over, and also towards your own prosperity, security, and you feeling really good. I'm so glad for you, because this is an important week, as I said. And it's also going to you're also going to have a really important news this week, and the news that you are going to have, it's going to reflect on your own success, and it's also going to bring both of you home, and it's also going to make you to do some kind of like a change, some kind of difference, some kind of change you will do at home. But you will like this so much, because that is just going to be something that is going to last for a long time, and it's going to last for the generations to come, and it's also going to make you feel so much better about yourself. What else I was going to say, that basically when it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous Cancers, you also again need to make sure that you are taking calcium, magnesium and zinc. And the calcium, magnesium and zinc, again, that I need you to take, it's important to be natural, and it's important to take every single day, because it's going to help you with the sensitive bones and sensitive muscles and things like that. This is so important, because it's something that you should pay attention to indeed. On another hand, I need you to take aloe vera juice, because it's going to help you with the sensitive tummy, sensitive stomach, which I think that you're also going to have this week. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you need to check with the doctor, you need to check with your GP whether you can take this or not, okay? Also, when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, I said already, this is going to be an important moment in time, and some kind of a spiritual leader, something is going to happen, and you're going to gather very important information that is going to help to both of you to make a very significant decision. And when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, stranger in the night, here we have a stranger in the night again. There is some kind of very important person that is going to become the part of the scenario, somebody that was part of the scenario before, but not in such a sense, somebody that was part of like some kind of same group of people, same energy, same part as you, that is going to come back into your life, and it's also going to bring you so much love and so much happiness. That person is very attractive in many different ways, and very successful in many different ways, and it's something very powerful and very significant and very strong when it comes to their security, their personal power and their personal security. Okay, so be prepared to meet someone very special about this week, but also you will meet this person through some kind of money dealings, through some kind of work, through some kind of like through you like focusing on like a security, money, finances. This is going to be the moment in time when you're going to meet this person. You're going to meet this person, my babies, when you least expect it. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my ever so powerful Leo. Leo, this is going to be an amazing week for you. Leo, this is going to be absolutely life-changing week for you. Leo, this is your time. This is your energy. When it's your energy very strong, this is your moment in time, okay? Throughout the August, you're going to be absolutely super powerful. Your energy is going to be very strong. You're going to be full of ideas. Anything that comes to you is going to be special. Anything that comes to you is going to be sacred. Anything that comes to you is going to be significant. So write things down. There is also going to be a very strong feeling that you are going to have when it comes to the actual spirituality, and very strong feeling when it comes to dreams. You will also be dreaming a lot, and this is going to be very significant. You will have a very big sign and it's going to be absolutely out of this world. You're going to have a very strong sign, very big sign about a very big massive change which is about to happen, my gorgeous Leonis. Very big change is about to happen to you, and you're going to have a huge sign this week in between the 5th and the 11th of August 2019. This is going to lead towards one of the biggest changes in your life. This is going to lead towards one of the biggest changes when it comes to your environment, when it comes to your home, when it comes to your finances, and it's going to be good. And this week you will have the taste of it. This week you will be able to live it. This week you will be able to relive it through your feelings, through your emotion, through your focus, through your creativity. You just need to pay attention. This is so good. You are going to have the power of the very old and wise spirit, Leo. That means that you're going to be very, very super clever, super intelligent. I'm not saying that you're not super clever and super intelligent anyway, but however clever you are, you're going to be super clever on top of this week. You're so clever, you're so smart anyway, but now you're going to have a sacred cleverness. So this cleverness is going to help you to see through your problems in different ways, but that's just a little thing in compared to what else is going to happen. This is just so good, because it's just going to help you to make one of the best and possible decisions that you've ever made, and it's going to be huge and massive, okay? And also it's going to help you with the time of your life that just came to an end. Stagnation. You had enough of stagnation. You knew for a long time what you want to stop, what you want to finish, what is getting on your nerves, what is irritating you. So now this is the moment in time when this all is going to be absolutely making sense beautifully. What is also going to happen, you're also going to basically the time when you had the lack of determination, or the lack of success, or the lack of direction, is just about to turn around like there is no tomorrow, and that time is just going to turn into something completely different, and that is also going to lead, as I said, a similar card like before, towards like a really big and massive change when it comes to your home. You see this upside down, which is absolutely brilliant. You're going to release yourself from your own emotional prison. I'm not saying that you were in like some kind of emotional prison, but I'm just saying that you're going to feel really good, you're going to feel really light, and that in itself is just going to reveal an absolutely massive, huge, enormous stage in your life, which is going to become evident like there is no tomorrow. You're going to feel ready for anything. You're going to feel superpower. You're going to feel sacred power. You're going to feel very proud with yourself, and this week is going to give you the breath of fresh air. You're going to feel very optimistic. You're going to feel really good, and everything is going to make sense, especially when you were just feeling down, when you were feeling negative and things didn't change, and a certain family member that you were worrying about is going to have a good news about them, because their life is finally going to start getting sorted. Some certain family member, when it comes to Leos, is like being very ill mentally or physically, so some kind of negativity and illness that has been bothering you. So you are going to have a good news indeed. So the certain family member is going to have a good news, and that's so good, because that's going to actually help you so much to kind of relax with the certain problems. On another hand, financial opportunity. You are going to have a huge, massive financial opportunity, and I'm so excited, because it is going to help you to deal with a certain time of your life when you were worrying about a certain loss. So this is going to be so good for you, because it is going to be an absolutely fantastic, amazing, remarkable, swift change when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your career, and that in itself is going to be brilliant, because a couple of things are going to be revealed, and that in itself is going to make you feel vavavumish, and that in itself is going to be good and brilliant, because it's going to help you so much to feel optimistic and to feel happy and to feel brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, you can also expect some kind of a news about the actual certain mystery, or something that is going to kind of surprise you about a certain person, but then again, it's going to help you to kind of realize certain things about life in the best possible way indeed. But however, this is all about the victory, and it's all about the mental clarity. This is all about the power, and it's all about you having and getting and receiving your beautiful justice. I'm so happy for you, Leos, because you deserve it. You are very hardworking, you're brilliant, and I love you to bits. So this is your moment, this is your time. The whole month is going to be like ooh la la, but this week it's going to start. The 11th is going to be sacred. Make a wish on the 11th. Send that wish to the universe. Manifest. However you do it, it's going to be incredible. Okay, when it comes to your actual When it comes to your health, my gorgeous Leos, you also need to make sure that you take, similar to Cancerini or similar to Cancer, to make sure that you take calcium, magnesium and zinc. It is just very important indeed. A natural calcium, magnesium and zinc, which is going to help you with like a muscle pain, and it's going to help you with like a bones and things like that. Expose yourself to the sun a little bit if you can, but it's also very important for you to take like omega-3 fish oils. But if you something with concentration, this is going to help you quite a lot. But if you have problems with the fish oils, just basically take like a flaxseed oil, which is the plant version of the fish oil. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, please just check with your doctor or check with your GP, because only your doctor, your GP can actually tell you whether you can take this or not. What else I was going to say to you, you see, it's an important week for those of you that are like in relationship, because you're going to come up with something, you're going to come up with an idea, you're going to come up with an agreement, and that agreement is going to be one of the biggest accomplishments of your life. You're going to make some kind of decision, and that is going to be mind-blowing, because you're both going to change your life after this. Your lives are going to change after this month in the best possible way, but it's going to happen, and it's going to come from you making some kind of very big idea. But you couldn't make this idea if you didn't make a certain accomplishment already. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, oh my lord, at the time when you hear about a certain happiness, at the time when you hear about a certain victory, at this time when the certain chaos in your life comes to an end, this is going to be the moment in time when you're going to start enjoying yourself. And this is all about you enjoying yourself, all about you having fun, all about you flirting. This is going to be great, because you're going to realize something about yourself through flirting this week, and you will see exactly what I mean. This is a good week, a big week, an important week when it comes to your own socializing, when it comes to you meeting people, when it comes to you being outgoing. But you're going to like this vavavumish energy, because lots of people are going to surprise you when they flirt with you, and that is going to be a great moment in time, because you're going to realize how beautiful you are, and that is going to give you this whole new vibration. That is going to send you a whole new vibration and invite somebody very important and very significant into your life. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's actually going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Virgo, Virgolini, my lord. This is going to be the moment in time when the whole new sun is about to shine above you, when the whole new vibration is going to happen, when the whole new energy is just going to become very significant around you. This is going to be one of the most important weeks of your life, okay? Do you know why? Because you're going to find yourself in the moment in time, for once, you're going through transformation this week, my bambolinis, okay? You are going through an amazing transformation this week, and that transformation is just already started. Just that transformation is already there. That transformation is already happening in this moment in time, because you're already kind of being prone to certain energies, prone to certain people. You're already been exposed by the certain balance of energy that is just kind of creating a path for you already. Subconsciously you're like, ooh la la, you're resisting like things that you should be resisting, and you are an amazing person. You are very close to the certain danger not that long ago, and you were able to resist this danger whether you realize this or not. Number 5 is also significant when it comes to that. You're so clever, you're so powerful, and you are going to be very often like the mama of the group, or papa of the group, or the daddy of the group, no, mama of the, but it's just like a very important moment in time happened because you just stood your ground. You just did so well by being you, and this is why I love you. This is why I love us, because we are sharp. It's the sharpness that we do, it's the sharpness that we possess, it's this energy that is holding us down at the time when we are like kind of going through the very, very sensitive areas, sensitive parts through our lives, where other people will kind of like, oh go, okay, just let themselves go, but you just keep going. Sharp, perfect, brilliant, grounded in so many different ways. And this is why I love you. And that in itself just was drawn, that in itself created this very important moment in time, which is all about the new beginning, which is all about the new direction, which is all about the new creativity that it's about to happen. This week is going to be very enthusiastic. This week is going to be really big. This week is going to be really good, because you're going to realize that the life is really good, that the life is really great, and those areas in your life where you so like all the door being closed. My babies, my babies, my babies, these doors are going to be now open. These doors are not going to be talking to you. These doors are now going to be screaming to you. These doors are not going to be waving at you. These doors are not going to be pulling you in. I'm saying this because behind these doors is just so much to do with things that you are going to be obsessed by in the best possible way when it comes to the new beginning, when it comes to the new school, when it comes to the new direction, when it comes to the new stage, new learning, new learning. It's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy because this is all about the new obsession that is going to be changing your life. Good obsession is everything, and once you focus on something, just go for it, go for it, go for it. Great week to deal with problems, great week to look for work, great week to look for a job, great week to do important things, great week to deal with people and things that we are like, ew, you don't want normally deal with. That's what I'm saying. It's just so important, very transformational, very important time of adjustment, readjustment that is just going to reveal the whole new beginning. And I can't explain enough, I can't express enough how important this is actually going to be. On another hand, please, karmically, you're going to be like a big mama. You're going to be very strong karmically. So what I want you to do and what I need you to do, don't be negative at all. Don't be low vibrational, because sometimes when we have so much energy around us, about us, then that can actually turn and it can confuse people. So make sure you've got like a little bit of like some kind of a black hematite or something, some kind of a crystal that is actually going to help you to stay grounded. But at the same time, just make sure that whatever comes to you, like that you feel negative about somebody else or about a certain situation in your life that happened a long time ago, a while back, this is going to come back to try to confuse you, come back to try to trick you. And when that happens, it's very important for you to stay grounded, for you to stay a little Virgo, like sharp, so you can rise above the situation, but at the same time your spirit can just rise on the whole next level, on the whole next journey. It's just so important to forgive and forget, because karmically, if you don't do this, you're going to block yourself, and if you do this, then you're just going to unlock the new door. It's all about the unlocking the new door and going and getting to the other side indeed. On another hand, this is the week of your rebirth. You're going to have your own rebirth, and it's going to be good because you're going to feel super rejuvenated. Just go and do as much as you can. And also your justice is coming, your justice is coming, your justice is coming. Whatever you're waiting for somebody else to decide for you, now your justice is coming, and this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because what is going to happen is going to be brilliant, and it is going to help you, and it's something that you waited for a long time, and something that means to you, and something to do with you and with a certain possession perhaps. But it's very important because your justice is coming, your justice is coming, your justice is coming, and the burden is coming to an end, and you're going to be able to move on from a stage number 1 to stage number 2, which is absolutely brilliant. It's to do with you, it's to do with the positive news when it comes to you, your life, a certain possession, and it's all about the moderation. It's going to happen not straight away, but it's just an amazing sign that it is going towards the right direction, and it's just all about the time indeed. I'm so happy for you, Virgo, because most certainly, you're going to rediscover, rediscover yourself, and it's to do with your life, and it's to do with your home, it's to do with a new idea. And also, it's all about the purity, it's all about the balance, it's all about you feeling yourself, it's all about your own determination, it's all about your own rebirth. It's all about you feeling really, really good. And it's all about you rediscovering yourself through your childhood. You rediscovering yourself through your past. There is an amazing and a very, very important insight from the past that you are going to help, that is going to help you to make sense from the current situation. You will have a strong connection with the past, but that in itself is going to be an amazing thing, because it's going to help you to bring an insight into the problem that you are going through now. My gorgeous, my ever so precious, my ever so powerful Virgolinis. What else I was going to say to you, that it's important when it comes to your health, please make sure, it's super important for you, Virgolini, to make sure that you avoid, is my mic okay? Yeah, okay, I suppose so. To make sure to avoid sugary drinks. Please try to avoid, because you're going to be quite sensitive when it comes to sugar and sugary drinks, and try to make sure that you're drinking as much water this week so you can flush out the toxins. This is something very important. You're also going to need a little bit of fish fish oils, because this is going to help you quite a lot when it comes to your own concentration, when it comes to your own mood. I'm not saying that you're going to be moody, but I'm just saying that you're going to have quite sensitive skin, and concentration levels you're going to need to kind of make sure that they're okay. So you take fish oils, like a good non-GMO fish oils, no nonsense, non-GMO fish oil, or you can take a flaxseed version of fish oil, which is the same like a fish oil, but it's just like basically like a plant version. Okay, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, then check with your doctor, check with your GP. But I highly recommend you to take fish oils or a flaxseed oil, which is going to help you with your concentration, with your memory, with the balance in general, and with the mood. Something I highly recommend. For those of you that are in relationship, it's an important moment in time, something to do with the trip, something to do with the journey. It's a very, very important moment in time when you're gonna do something very significant, but it's gonna be very mind-blowing, and it's to do with the journey. Okay, to do with the trip, to do with the journey. A very important decision. It's also going to be made, and the reason you're gonna need to talk about it, you're gonna need to discuss something. You're gonna be worrying about making a really big change, but it's all about making a big change. It's all about having a new start, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be mind-blowing, but it's also connected to some kind of trip or some kind of journey, and you're saying yes. Very good week for the couples indeed. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, while you're going through some kind of adventure, while you're trying something for the first time, while you find yourself in some kind of area, some kind of direction, some kind of dimension for the first time, at the same time there is some kind of very special Vavavoomaish person going to come through, very special Vavavoomaish person going to come forward, and that Vavavoomaish person is just going to be everything, because it's going to help you to open your eyes, it's going to help you to feel it's going to help you to feel better, like immediately. Somebody who's going to kind of help you to realize something very important about yourself, but it's also going to make you feel very optimistic, and somebody who is going to make you feel in the right way. This is a very important moment in time to say that that person is just going to become the beginning of something very special, the beginning of a very special relationship indeed. So watch this space, my gorgeous, my ever so precious Virgolini. Okay, so the next sign, that's my break. Oh, wrong song. Next sign is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my powerful Libra. Libera, 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 libera. Libera, 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 libera. Libera, 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 libera. My gorgeous, my ever so precious Libera, behave. You're not behaving, still not behaving. You're all around the place, but you're not behaving. I'm just joking, my gorgeous Liberas. You know what? This week you will be able to rediscover your life again. This week you will be able to rediscover yourself again, and I'm so happy. There is going to be the return of somebody in your life who is actually going to help you to make sense out of the situation that you just couldn't make sense of. And there is also letter T is going to be very significant, and letter A is also at the same time going to be significant. My gorgeous, my ever so precious Liberas, this is so good, and something that you waited for such a long time, it's also going to take place. It's to do with you being patient. It's to do with you being quiet. It's to do with you being very, very smart. It's to do with you being very clever. It's to do with you holding your balance in the completely different way to everybody else, because you're so clever. You know, on one hand you're clever when it comes to business and finances, but on another hand you're clever when it comes to your own spirituality. This is where your Libera comes from. Incredible moment in time when the little caterpillar is about to become a butterfly. You are going to go through a very important moment in time, Libra. I'm not even joking. You are going to go through a really important moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, this week, where you are going to have your caterpillar moment. Your caterpillar moment is going to allow you to go through the final stages of a very difficult and the dark stage in your life. Okay, so at the moment in time when we have 9, especially 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th, you know, from the 8th, from the 7th in particular, from the 7th, 5, 6 and 7th are going to be like, oh my God. But from the 7th until the end of that, until the 8th, 11th especially, just do as much as you can, be as adventurous as you can, because you are having your caterpillar moment. And then by the time we get to the 11th, which is a highly angelic number, you will fly like a Libra. It's an amazing, because you will be able to fly above the situation, and you will be able to be showered. You will be showered with a special power, with a special spirituality, where you're going to be able to see your life from a completely different angle. This is very important to say, that you're going to need to pay attention to kind of be as adventurous as possible, do as much as you can, try as much as you can, and deal with as many issues as you can, because you're going to find out something very particular, very special about you. You're going to have a sacred power about you. Look at this magician here. This is a very important moment in time for you, because you will have a power and you will not even realize you already have a power, but you will fight through your own power. You're going to find out some kind of very important thing about yourself, and that is going to be something that is in the near future. It's going to become very powerful, very big and very huge, and it's going to provide you with a whole new direction, with a whole new power. This is so important. Keep on doing as many things as you can, especially if you're looking for work, and especially if you're looking for a job. If you're looking and waiting to be like kind of discovered or rediscovered, please, my babies, you're not even going to be aware of it, but you're going to be watched, you're going to be noted, but in the best possible way. But you're also at the same time, your energy is going to be very strong and very radiant, so you're going to do really well. As I said, you just throw yourself in. Even if you don't know how to swim this week, jump in the water, and as soon as you jump in the water, you're going to learn how to swim. The bottom line is you're going to be very successful, and by the end of this week, you're going to learn something very significant about yourself. This is on one hand going to be a confirmation for yourself, but on another hand, it's going to prove something very important to yourself and to others, and that is going to be your Libra moment. That is going to be mind-blowing. At the same time, you are gonna go, you will be going through your own transformation as well. I don't even know how to explain how important this is going to be. So you will want to get rid of the old in order to let in new. Okay, you will kind of find yourself having lots of energy. You will find yourself having lots of power, even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't feel this energy. As soon as you start going through this door, as soon as you open your mind, as soon as you like kind of start doing things, you will see, oh my God, where's all this energy coming from? It's going to be mind-blowing, and that in itself is just going to make it to alter certain things about your life, to adjust and to readjust. But in particular, you will want to like a kind of deal with a certain environment around you and change it. And also you'll be drawn to travel, you will be drawn to adventure, you'll be drawn to try to new things, and also pay attention to what do you feel drawn to when it comes to studying, when it comes to learning new things. And it's going to come to you very secretly, very secretly, vavavumish secretly. So you're going to be reading something, and then you're just going to kind of like you're going to feel drawn towards something. But don't forget about it. Write it down. Maybe you are working like a, I don't know, waitress or something, waiter, and then you're gonna feel drawn towards like maybe become manager or something like that. Don't just think that this is just a thought, you know. Maybe you're a writer, and maybe you're just gonna be thinking, and you're gonna be thinking, oh my God, maybe I want to do photographs as well in my own book, for example. Just write it down. Don't take it for granted, you know. Maybe you're a runner, and then, you know, maybe you're a runner, maybe you're an athlete, and then you want to do like a jumping or something. Don't take it for granted, my babies. My bottom line is this is an important moment in time for you to realize that there is going to be an option that is going to be life-changing. So don't miss it. It's going to come back again in like about 7 months again, but it will be great for you to not to miss this option, because that is going to bring you something very important indeed, an important seed that is going to grow into something very special. And also you are going to have a very important news. Pay attention, because you are going to have a very important news, and that news that you are going to have, it's also going to help you to have a solution to the certain burden, certain problem, to have a conclusion. And that in itself is going to be very inspiring time, because it's going to bring you healing, it's going to bring you new balance, it's going to bring you new energy, and it is going to inspire you in so many different things. I'm so happy for you, because it is brilliant, because it's just going to make you feel really artistic, it's going to make you feel really wonderful, and that is going to be an amazing moment in time. I like it so much, I like it so much, because this is going to be the time when you're going to rediscover something very significant about yourself, and spiritually it's going to be amazing. When it comes to finances, it's going to be really good, and the balance, the absolutely perfect balance, is going to reveal something, that a certain problem that you just didn't know what to do, and you just were kind of like you were facing it like about within the last 24 months. It was bringing you down, and most certainly there is going to be a really fantastic, brilliant resolution. I'm so happy for you, but at the same time you're about to rediscover yourself, and don't forget to take care of you in such a way, to take care of yourself in such a way when you can go outside maybe and ground yourself. It's going to be very important. Like, look, like me, I'm outside in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Da-na-na-na-na. You see, this is going to be an important moment in time to go outside and ground yourself. Be by the water if you can, and if you can't be by the water, then just touch the ground and rediscover yourself in that way, because that is going to rejuvenate. It's going to kind of help with your energy, and it's also going to help you to make a decision when it comes to one of the biggest accomplishments in your life, because also by the end of this week you are going to have one of the biggest accomplishments in your life, and there is some kind of another option going to become available to you. Maybe a little bit indecisive, but absolutely brilliant, because whichever option you have, these are going to be the direct result of your hard, amazing work indeed. And at the moment in time when you had the hardest time when it comes to burden, problems, this is all going to turn really nicely. A family member is going to have a really good news as well, and I'm so happy for you. When it comes to the actual money and things like that, I would like to say that there is a certain inheritance that is going to come through, certain inheritance that is going to come forward, and that is going to be an amazing moment in time, because you are going to have most certainly your own starting point here that is going to be fantastic, and it's going to give you and provide you a whole new option, and it's going to at the same time surprise you a little bit. What else I was going to say, if you haven't got anybody to kind of leave you an inheritance, then this is going to be an important moment in time, because you're still going to hear about some kind of money that is going to come to you, that is going to travel to you, that is going to come towards you, and it's going to surprise you, but it's going to be good. But other people are also going to be the part of it. So, but however, it's going to be good. Okay, when it comes to those of you that are actually wondering about the health and things like that, if you're wondering about the health, this is also going to be a kind of time that is going to be very significant for me to say that you're going to be very sensitive to aluminium. I said before that they poison us all the time, like, and this is going to stop at some point, but at the moment it's all these chemtrails and these things that I'm not going to bring into your readings, but the reason is that bloody aluminium. So basically aluminium is going to be something that you're going to be very sensitive to, please. So try to avoid kind of at the same time, try to avoid like products that are chemicals when it comes to like body creams and things like that. Try to use natural body creams without chemicals, but most importantly when it comes to your armpits, don't use those horrible chemicals, don't use those things that are selling, because they're evil. Make sure that you're using something that is not blocking your pores. So you're going to need to use a natural deodorant that is not blocking your pores, and that is going to be brilliant, because your body is going to be able to breathe. Your body is going to be able to breathe, and at the same time it's going to be to breathe. They're going to say breathing. You say breathing, as in animals are breathing. Your body is going to be able to breathe. Okay, so this is so important, because when you block your pores, my lord, and your body is going to be sensitive in this particular way when it comes to chemicals and when it comes to aluminium. So it needs to have open pores, so that to stop this, to prevent this, you get like a natural aluminium free deodorants, and also at the same time try to use like a natural creams and natural lotions and things like that. Please, and also drink lots of water so you can flush out the toxins out of the system. It's like so important. Okay, so now what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Liberinis, that basically when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, it's so good because the certain balance is coming through, the certain balance is coming forward. So the certain negativities that you had, the certain problems that you had with your partner, and especially a couple of things that you didn't kind of resolve, now they're going to resolve themselves. And it's not only that, but it's just going to really kind of take your relationship on the whole next level, because if you didn't have these problems and issues, you wouldn't be able to make this particular decisions. However, two things are going to be major for both of you this week, and these both things are going to be an amazing starting point, because it is just going to give you so much optimism when it comes to like moving on from a square number 1 to square number 2, and when it comes to the future planning, something very important when it comes to the future planning. Okay, for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, you will have an important moment in time, and this weekend there is a big dream is going to start unfolding, and the big dream, it's also going to make you realize that you are going to become the part of the certain world, become the part of a certain life, become the part of the certain people, certain group of people, and this is going to be so good. This is important for socialization. This is also important for flirting. I don't see you like meeting love of your life, not at all. But what am I saying is that you're crossing from a square number 1 to square number 2, and you are about to become the part of the very important dimension, part of the very important group of people. That group of people is going to be very significant, because that group of people is going to be connected to the person, to the very special person who is about to walk into your life. Watch this moment, my gorgeous and ever so precious Libra. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous Scorpio, Scorpioni. Scorpio, come out to play. Scorpio, come out to play. Scorpio, come out to play. Scorpio, come out to play, come out to play, come out to play, come out to play. My gorgeous Scorpios, this is exactly how you are actually going to feel. You're actually going to feel like this. You know what? You are going to see like a little snake in the grass. I'm sorry I say that there are lots of snakies, but you are going to see the little snake in the grass. Somebody's going to reveal themselves to you. Somebody's going to become the part of the scenario. It's going to surprise you a little bit, but you know what? You're going to be like, you know what, I've been through so much in my life, so I don't absolutely care. So you're gonna see maybe the ugly side to someone, you're gonna see the negative side to someone, but that doesn't matter, because that at the same time is just going to help you grow spiritually, and that at the same time is going to help you to turn around and see your love from a slightly different angle, from a slightly different direction, and that in itself is going to become a really big moment in time, because it's going to help you to actually make a really important decision that you wouldn't normally make. You see, it's going to help you to kind of be drawn to the certain part of your life, certain stage of your life that you normally wouldn't, and that in itself is going to give you an idea. My gorgeous Scorpionis, you are going to have a really good idea. That idea is going to help you to stop with a certain problem. There's a certain issue you need to stop, my babies. Something needs to stop. You're doing something to yourself that you shouldn't. Maybe you're taking too much sugar, I don't know. Maybe you're smoking too much, I don't know. Maybe you're drinking too much, I don't know. Maybe you're taking some kind of substances. This is what people think for me. Oh, you're taking some kind of substances because you talk so much. No, my baby, no. This one doesn't take substances. That's what I'm saying to you. But maybe you do, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. There are lots of things that we can do to ourselves in order to make our field like kind of cloudy, in order to kind of mess up with our energy, in order to mess up with our power. So this is an important moment in time. You need to make sure to realize what are you doing, maybe in an excess. Maybe you're taking some kind of substances, maybe you're taking sugar, maybe you drink too much coffee, maybe you're not drinking water, maybe you're drinking some kind of stupid squashes. You know, whatever you're doing that you know it's affecting your balance, it's an important thing to actually pay attention to this week. Very important, because you're going to be given like a very significant opportunity where you're going to be going through your own rejuvenation, and that in itself is just going to give you your own strength. That in itself is going to give you your own power, because you will have a control over situation. You will have control over your life like you didn't in the last 36 months. I'm not saying that you're like, oh, no control over a situation, but I'm just saying that you are going to be on the wings of an angel, on the wings of the beautiful butterflies, on the wings of the fairies. okay, which means that you will be able to reach different dimensions. You will be able to be part of the different dimensions. You will be able to, you know, be kind of like, you will be able to kind of have your own rebirth, but with those things that were really petrifying and like irrelevant in your life, but petrifying because they were unknown. Now you will be able to be strong. So therefore you're going to find yourself being drawn to the certain stages in your life, and it's going to come out of the blue, but you just go for it. You just pay attention. Go for it, because that in itself is going to give you control over a situation, strength, courage, power, conviction. It's absolutely amazing. Conviction, I mean to say confidence. It's absolutely amazing. But then again, you will have an amazing, great power of conviction. Whatever you do, please remember, you can start as much as you can. Whatever you start, it's going to be mind-blowing. A fantastic week for like a start new job. Fantastic week to start new things. Fantastic week to deal with problems. Fantastic week to negotiate, because there is a certain negotiation that is going to happen, and it's going to be like, ooh la la baby, ooh la la. But if you haven't any negotiations, then you can do negotiations this week, because this is going to be mind-blowing, because you're going to have a confidence like there is no tomorrow. Even if you don't feel it, my Scorpioni, even if you don't feel it, just go for it. Listen to me, just go for it. Those issues that are just irritating you, I just don't know, you think someone needs to help you to deal with. No, baby, you deal with them right now, straight away yourself, because you are not going to let yourself down. Your third psychic eye is just telling you like, hello my baby, I'm like everywhere, like that. Your third psychic eye is just like this, yeah? It's going to be huge. People are not going to be able to feel it, but most certainly people are going to be able to sense it. Swift activity and change is going to be absolutely remarkable. With the slowest stages in your life, with the slowest things that in your life that didn't have any progress, but that a lot to do with your security, with your power, with your efficiency and things like that. This is so good, and that most certainly is going to be an important moment in time, because what is going to happen, not only you're going to have a mind-blowing, life-changing opportunity, financial opportunity, but at the same time, my Scorpionis, you're going to have a vision. You're going to have a life-changing, mind-blowing vision, and that vision is going to change everything. That vision is going to help you to grow. That vision is going to help you to go on the whole different level. That vision is going to help you to karmically to see your life and from a whole new direction. Absolutely brilliant. And also watch for the new good news, my gorgeous Scorpios, because that good news is going to help you to make a decision when it comes to your home, when it comes to making a really important, significant decision. Where you live and what you do and what you focus on, this is all going to be affected in the best possible way. But as I said, be as open-minded as you possibly can. And look at this. This is the time of rebirth. This is the beginning of the new adventure. This is the time of your transition. This is the time of your change. This is the time of your recognition, and this is the time of your celebration, which means that the healing energy is going to come through. It's going to make you feel very inspiring, and it's also going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel really energetic, but also it's going to help you with those ailments in your life that you didn't see any difference or anything like that, any progress. Now this is going to be an amazing, mind-blowing moment in time when you're going to start feeling really good, when you're going to start feeling energetic and really great in general. Oh my God. And also it's a very good time to, like, when it comes to the actual health and things like that, you also need to stick to water. Drink as much as water as you can, because it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system. I can see the dry eyes, I can see the problems with the gums. Okay, dry eyes, please try to try to get a carrot juice, or at least try to get like a beta carotene, like a complex or something like that, like a tablets, you know, and things like that. But I would rather suggest to try to get a carrot juice, organic carrot juice, natural carrot juice without any GMO and any rubbish like this. And on another hand, when it comes to your gums, it's just so important to stick to the actual tea tree maybe oil, to use the mouthwash, natural mouthwash, no chemicals, please, no chemicals. So tea tree oil, some kind of combination of natural mouthwash without fluoride, of course, with just the tea tree oil, maybe a little bit of echinacea, and maybe like aloe vera, something like that. It's absolutely fantastic for the actual sensitive gums and sensitive teeth. And try to make sure that you get like a natural toothpaste without fluoride. Fluoride is vile, please. Okay, it's going to be so good for you. And on another hand, when it comes to the gums, also try to get like gone. When it comes to your gums, just try to get like something like a vitamin C acerola cherry powder. We take it every single morning because that is going to help you with the healing of your gums, and that is also going to help you to bring you 1080 milligrams of vitamin C every single time you take it, and that in itself is going to be very good when it comes to your gum healings. Very important indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpios, for those of you that are actually in relationship, like, oh my lord, a very indecisive situation, your partner is going to become the part of your very strong energy, very powerful energy, and there is going to be the situation that you are both going through, and you're going to be like a little bit indecisive because you will want one thing, your partner will want another thing. Your partner will need to listen to you because you are having the power of God, you are having the power of angel, you are having the power of your spirits, you are having the power of your spirit guide. So that's why your partner is going to have to listen to you, and your partner is going to listen to you at the end. Okay, but this is going to be an interesting situation because you are going to surprise your partner in the best possible way with your wiseness and with your ridiculously remarkable idea. Okay, on another hand, for those of you that are actually single and ready to mingy, you have to let go. You have to realize, Scorpio, my beautiful babies, that there is somebody, the part of your life, part of your journey, and you need to let them go. Time to readjust yourself, time to readjust your life. Even if you're not realizing, you still seem to be drawn and you still seem to fancy and like somebody who you shouldn't. That needs to come to an end, and this is the moment in time when you need to forgive and forget about this particular person, so you can close your eyes and you can allow somebody else to come through, somebody else to come forward. Okay, very, very important indeed. Okay, so the next sign that I'm just going to fix my cards because they're on the floor. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be gorgeous and ever so precious and ever so powerful Sagittarius, Sagittarini. You are going to look something, you are going to see something, you're going to be in touch with something this week, and that is going to give you an idea. That is going to be the solution to the certain problem that was part of your life for the last 9 months. But it's at the same time going to give you an idea when it comes to like some kind of opportunity, some kind of financial opportunity, and some kind of vision, security and power when it comes to your future planning. Something was also in your mind, certain changes, but you weren't too sure, and these certain changes, every time when you were thinking about them, you were just thinking that you're lying to yourself because you were drawn towards the new directions in your life, you were drawn towards the new path, but you just weren't too sure whether this is the path, because that path is also going to take you back somewhere where you were before. It doesn't matter if you go back, if you were before. It doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that you didn't progress. That doesn't mean that you didn't do what you wanted to do. That doesn't mean that you didn't achieve what you didn't want to achieve. That just means that your spiritual journey is becoming very important and something really significant. It's about to happen to you. A new option, a new idea that is about to change your life. I can't explain I can't explain how important moment in time this is going to be, because you are going to surprise yourself, but at the same time this is going to be an absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing new beginning. The time has moved on, and most certainly this week you're actually going to see a really big change, a swift change, and that swift change that is going to happen is going to reveal something very important, you see. And you're also going to kind of like find yourself like being at the beginning of something very interesting, at the beginning of a really important new adventure. I like this so much because this adventure is going to give you an answer. This adventure is kind of going to come from, and when I say adventure, you're going to be the part of the group that are going to awake something in you. They're going to put you on a certain stage, they're going to put you on a certain journey. Just by using their energy, just by using their power, they will make you feel happy and very optimistic in a certain time, and that is going to that is going to reveal something really important to you, a certain idea that you wouldn't normally have. And this is connected to people that know you really well, that are really good, and that are very sincere sincere and very open and very open-minded and very successful and very powerful and very prominent figures in your life. I can't explain how important this is going to be. What you're also going to realize this week, I know this sounds scary, but it's like you're going to realize that you are going through the very important moment in time when you're about to escape the disaster. You will I know this sounds scary, please don't get paranoid or anything, but you will realize that if you took a certain turning that you shouldn't have taken not long ago, you will escape a disaster. Okay, and the disaster now is to do with you, with your emotions, with your feelings and things like that. And if you didn't escape this disaster, basically you took the right turning, you took the different turning that you would normally took not that long ago within the last 5 months, and that's very good, and that is so good, because this is going to be an absolutely proven to you that you have not only escaped something bad, you have not only escaped a disaster, you have not only taken the right direction, you have not only taken the right idea, you have not taken the right option, but most certainly this is going to bring you a fantastic new healing, and the healing is going to bring a new energy, and the new energy is going to bring a new option. A new option is going to bring you something very important, very life-changing into your life, and it's also going to make you realize that something is coming to an end, but also the disaster that you escaped, the negative situation that you escaped, is going to turn into something life-changing, and that in itself is going to be a new option, which is going to make you realize and give you an idea that you've got more than you need in order to move on. You've got more than you need in order to make a big change. You've got more resources that you need in order to move on, and that in itself is going to become your new turning point. You, my babies, are going to have your wheel of fortune. Sagittarini, you are going to have a wheel of fortune this week. Regardless what I said, my babies, it doesn't matter, because you are going to find yourself being the part of the group, part of the situation, part of the energy, part of the dimension. Look at me in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. You're going to be part of the energy, part of the dimension that is going to be mind-blowing, because it's going to draw something out of you, different energy, different power, different balance, and that in itself is going to make you to react in a certain way, and your reaction that you are going to have is going to be the key. That reaction that you are going to have, it's going to be the answer, because you're going to react in a way that is just going to be like kind of it's going to surprise you, but you're still going to be stuck to it. It's going to surprise you, but you're still going to be firm about it. It's going to surprise you, but you're still going to be able to put your foot down like there is no tomorrow. It's good, because that's the time of transformation, that's the time of rebirth, that's the time of your power, that's the time when you're the strongest, that's the time when you're the most powerful, that's the time when your lucky number is going to be number 13, and the 13 is everything. The 13 is powerful, significant, and it's a wheel of fortune moment in time as well, which means that something very important is going to be revealed to you towards your own, about your own direction, regardless when, regardless why, regardless how. It is going to change your life, because it is going to be your turning point, the turning point that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to lead towards your own rebirth, it's going to lead towards your own new power, it's going to lead towards a certain plan, a recognition like there is no tomorrow, about a certain stage of your life that you wouldn't recognize, and is the most powerful indeed, and that is going to be a new starting point. Okay, it's all about your own transformation, which is just going to start with a certain overwhelming emotion, and you seeing the situation from a completely different angle, and that in itself is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. And never mind the fact that you're going to deal with a certain problem and certain issue in a completely different way like you would normally deal, and that in itself is going to bring you the whole new balance. Okay, well, I'm joking. What am I like? On another hand, it's very important for you, please, when it comes to your health, you need to meditate this week a little bit, but meditate, but not necessarily like, meditate in such a way when you can forget about all the nonsense, when you can forget about all the problems, when you can forget about all the stupidity, when you can forget about all the things that are bringing you down. It's just so important, this type of grounding. This is the type of meditation that I'm talking about. So this is something that you need to do. Try to reconnect and connect with the nature, because you will be buzzing this week. You will be full of energy, full of power, but in order to rejuvenate yourself at the same time, make sure that you are connected and reconnected with the nature, where you can like recharge yourself by touching the floor and things like that. This is just so important. And also very important to drink aloe vera juice, because your stomach is going to be just like a little bit like a sensitive. So organic aloe vera juice, if you can drink throughout the week, it will be absolutely remarkable and very very important indeed. What else I was going to say, that when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, you know, your partner is going to surprise you in the best possible way, but there's a certain issue that you're going to need to deal with your partner. Your partner is going to come up with something, but I think that you're going to be right, and you're going to need to put your foot down. So your partner is going to just need like a little bit of like some kind of help. Your partner is going to need a little bit of your own sharpness, of your own power indeed. Okay, now when it comes to those of you that are single, I can see someone very special, I can see someone very significant, I can see someone very powerful that is going to become the part of your journey. Just prepare yourselves for something very special, because somebody very, very significant is about to walk into your life, and it is going to be the part of the group that you are going to be the part of. It's going to surprise you, but this person is going to change your life. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be gorgeous and ever so precious Capricorn. Capricornius, you are just going to have an absolutely remarkable week, because you will finally be able to see the results of your hard work, an accomplishment that is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to make you feel overwhelming, because you're going to be able to prove something so big to yourself. You stuck to your guns, and most certainly this is going to work, and this is all about your own the certain stage of your life. It's actually coming to an end, because an option that is going to be mind-blowing, that is going to become available to you by the end of this week, is just going to be absolutely remarkable. And it is all about you feeling creative, you feeling towards very drawn towards the new beginning, very, very drawn towards like a satisfaction. But you will see that it's all about the celebration, because you will hear a good news, you will be aware of it, and it's all about the actual things that you have been focusing on, and other people recognizing certain stages of your life that are going to give you vavavoom-ish energy. It's going to re-energize you, and it's going to make you feel really powerful, and it's going to make you feel on top of the world, and that in itself is just going to help you float literally with the butterfly wings, with the beautiful angel wings, and it's just going to help you to like kind of hold yourself for the certain angel, for your own angel guide, and just see the situation from a completely different angle. You also, my babies, need to make sure that you are paying attention to your dreams. You also need to make sure that you are paying attention to what's the very first thing on your mind in the morning, because something very important is going to be revealed to you, and a certain optimistic realization is just going to become the part of some kind of progress that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, but it's to do with a certain opportunity that is coming through, certain opportunities coming forward, and it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. It's very important, because this is a very significant part of your spiritual journey that is about to happen, that is about to manifest indeed. I'm so happy, because on one hand you're going to have a certain bravery, you're going to deal with a situation that is very strange, you know, this week, but strange in the best possible way, because you will surprise yourself on one hand how brave you are, but on another hand something very significant is also going to be revealed to you. Look at this, my babies, look at this, my babies, the time of judgment. It's very important, whatever comes to you, my babies, karmically, listen to me very carefully, listen to me. Do not hold any grudges this week. Do not hold any grudges this week. Is so important, because something very significant, the significant judgment is going to become the part of the scenario, and that judgment is going to be so strong, because it's so much more attached to it. Listen, whatever comes to you, whoever gets on your nerves this week, just forgive and forget. Whoever comes back in your life like who hurt you at some point, forgive and forget. Whoever you swear at or something like that, forgive and forget. This is the reason why is the power of your mind is going to be very strong, and that power, that particular power of your mind is going to be very strong when it comes to the certain manifestation. So use it to the best of your abilities. Don't waste it on hate, don't waste it on negativity. So whatever comes to you that is negative, you just turn into positive, and that is going to bounce back to you and make it strong and very powerful. On another hand, there is a certain judgment, something that you were waiting for when it comes to court, or somebody like deciding something for you or something like that, that is going to turn out to be very, very special this week, and it's going to be very, very good indeed. The good news when it comes to the certain court, or the good news when it comes to some kind of problem that you're waiting for other people to decide. Also, just remember, you will be part of the very sharp situation. Trust yourself, and trust yourself. Just remember that you will be super sharp, and trust your power, trust your intuition, because your intuition, especially this week, is never going to lead you astray. So important for you to actually remember this. And also, what else I was going to say, that basically a certain indecisive situation that you had within the last 12 months, an indecisive situation that were based on two things, and one thing was like completely strictly connected to your home surroundings and things like that. An indecisive situation is just going to have an absolutely fantastic, sexy, absolutely brilliant, sexy, like a vavavoom-ish turnaround, because it's just going to provide you with the two options that are going to be mind-blowing, that are going to be life-changing. You also need to see what you feel drawn to, because there is something in particular that is going to come and happen out of the blue, but it's most certainly going to lead towards the swift change, because on one hand this is going to be nostalgic time, because you're going to feel drawn towards the certain part of your childhood, but it's very important to feel why, to think why, what do you feel drawn to, why do you feel drawn towards your childhood, because the certain insight from the past, from your childhood, is going to become the very important integral part of the problem and issue that you're having now, and it's going to help you to resolve it. Very, very important indeed. Good news you're going to receive with something that you're waiting for. Good news indeed, but most importantly, recognition, recognition, recognition. You also need to apply for as many things as you can this week, because it's going to be mind-blowing, and you are going to have a sacred power. Okay, so what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Capricornius? You know what? It's like, for those of you that are actually wondering about the health and things like that, it is very important that you drink like a green tea, because you're going to need to kind of make sure that you're having antioxidants. Antioxidants are very important, and also it is going to be something that you're going to be lacking in, and green tea is just so good for you. So try to drink a green tea. And also sorry, if you can't drink a normal green tea, if you can drink matcha, it would be even better. And matcha is like a little green tea just in a little glass, and this is how they traditionally drink the whole plant instead of just like a leaves. But if you can't get matcha, then just drink like a normal green tea. This is going to be just as good, or even white tea, for example, because it's going to help you to like top up on your antioxidants. On another hand, what else I was going to say, it's just like your immune system is going to be like a little bit low, so if you can make sure that you take something like echinacea and golden seal, this herb tincture, if you get tincture, echinacea and golden seal, and it's going to help you a lot to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count in your body. You take it only every now and then, and you also make sure that you check with your doctor, you check with your GP whether you're on any other medications, because only your doctor, or if you're breastfeeding, because only your doctor, your GP can tell you if you can take this or not. But I highly suggest this to boost your immune system. On another hand, for those of you that are actually in relationship, it's just such an important time, because you need to remember it is going to be a little bit touchy, feely moment in time. Not to do with you, but your partner is going through something very difficult, and your partner is going through something very negative. So that's why I'm just saying to you to not to take things personally or anything like that. Please, just to make sure that you remember that your partner is going through something very difficult, and just make sure that you work together. Just remember, my Capricornius, this week, in order to achieve something very important, you need to work together. You need to work like a team. You need to work together. For those of you who are actually single and ready to mingle, this is an important moment in time, because there is somebody that is just going to become the part of the scenario for the first time ever. I can see that you're going to be part of the group. I can see you're going to go out. You can see that you're going to be flirting like there is no tomorrow, and I'm so happy for you, because this is going to mean to you so much, and it's going to help you to rediscover yourself, and it's going to help you to rediscover your life, and it's going to help you, most importantly, to rediscover your happiness. This is so important, because you need to pay attention to what's happening. You need to pay attention to the way people are acting, and you also need to pay attention how you feel and how you react to certain group of people, or the certain people and the certain individuals. Something very special is going to happen. Something very special is going to unfold. Just watch this space, my gorgeous Capricornius. Watch this space. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Aquarius. 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 When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, I love you, Aquarius, my gorgeous Aquarius babies, baby Aquarius, baby Aquarius. Oh my God, I love you. Listen to me very carefully, okay? Aquarius, we need to talk. You are going through something very special. You are all over the place. You also need to stop doing something, okay? You are going through some kind of transition and you're very sensitive. At the moment, you are super powerful and you're very sensitive at the same time. You need to stop doing right now what you are doing that is actually affecting you, that is actually affecting your energy field. You're so powerful, you're super empath, you're an empath. I told you this millions of times, so you're as open as like the biggest psychic ever is, but at the same time you allow all these energies in. I'm telling you this because this week in particular is going to be significant when it comes to this, but it's also going to make you feel super powerful. You will be super psychic this week. You will be super intuitive this week. You will be feeling energies like there is no tomorrow. But my babies, you need to stop doing something to yourself that you are doing and you shouldn't be doing. I said to you before, like maybe you know, sometimes when I'm doing my videos, people say to me, oh, you're on some kind of substances, you're on some kind of substances. No, I'm not on any kind of substances. I know what you're referring to. Sometimes I scratch my nose like this, you know, because I have a cold or whatever, you know, but I know what you're referring to. But no, baby, no, I'm not on the substances. What does this have to do with you? I'm not saying that you're on the substances. I'm just taking this and saying this as an example. Maybe you're drinking too much sugary drinks. Maybe you're drinking too much coffee. Maybe you're taking too much sugar. Maybe you are doing something that you shouldn't. Maybe you're drinking too much alcohol. Maybe you're smoking too much. There is an energy field around you that I want you to stop. You need to stop right now. You need to see what this is, because this week, I'm sorry, I don't want to be paranoid. I don't want to make you feel paranoid because you're so strong. Also, at the same time, there is a certain vulnerability that comes through. Okay, so I'm not having a go at you, but I just want you to realize that you're going to be super sensitive when it comes to the certain substances or something that you might be doing that is affecting your energy field. So I just want to prevent you from doing this, okay? I just want to prevent you from like going further. So it's very important for you to realize what is affecting your balance. Maybe it's just too much coffee, maybe it's too much sugar, but the reason why this is because something, if it carries on, it can affect you in the long term, in a long way. So that's why it's important for you to realize this now. Very, very important moment in time indeed, because it's going to affect your energy, and then this is going to affect your power, and then this is going to affect your way of thinking. And in fact, to be quite honest with you, I think that you just a little bit like your vibration has been affected already, and that vibration that has been affected, you still have a time to fix. And that's why I'm saying this is your moment to fix this, my babies. Aquarius, after all, you are Aquarius, okay? So you have a time to fix it. So now you need to go through your own rebirth when you're going to see things crystal clear. Rebirth when a cloud is going to disappear. The snake in the grass that I was talking about is still there, but the snake in the grass that I was talking about, you already are aware of. Sometimes we get disappointed in life. Sometimes the best people in life disappoint us. Sometimes the closest people to us disappoint us. But this is life. Life is not meant to be easy. Life is not meant to be simple. Life is not meant to be haba baba. You see, whatever. You see what I mean? So this is just so important for you to realize what is affecting you, because it already started. You see, it already started to affect you. It's already started to affect your balance, and you are able to sit on the horse. You are able to ride really far. You are able to go really far. You are able to go much further. It's an important moment in time for you to realize this and to make a readjustment, because it's already affecting your energy. It's already affecting your vibration, and it's already affecting your power. So it's changing something. It's changing something already. Please see what this is. What is affecting you, and what do you need to like kind of pay attention to? On another hand, this is an amazing moment in time, because there is going to be huge, massive, mind-blowing accomplishment that you are going to have. You're going to feel so proud of yourself and somebody else in your life, the dearest people in your life, and also a financial opportunity that you are going to have. It's going to come truly for you being you, through somebody who you know really well, through somebody who's very significant in your life. It's going to be the part of your journey, because you're going to have a financial opportunity that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, but it's at the same time going to be the part of your recognition, the part of your rebirth, the part of your apprenticeship moment. You know, something very big is going to be revealed, and it's going to make you feel very creative on one hand, prosperous on another hand. It's going to help you to have your own readjustment, like you're going to need to work on a certain management about yourself and things like that, but most certainly that is going to make you feel very creative, and you feeling creative, it's going to be your moment in time, it's going to be your answer, it's going to be your how do you say, a confirmation. You say, this is this is oh my Lord, sorry, this is going to be a confirmation, but most certainly this is all going to come through your own accomplishment. My babies, pay attention to what is on your mind this week. Something is going to start this week. Something is going to become a part of your life, part of your journey, and it's going to surprise you a little bit. New learning experience, new person, new power, new energy, new dimension. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So now we are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 8, 9, 10, 11 May. Now this is something is going to happen in May 2020. It's going to be the continuation. You're going to start something, you're going to begin something, you're going to launch something, you're going to absolutely be going to become the part of something really big, some kind of new dimension. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, vavavoom-ish, and the May 2020 is going to be huge, it's going to be massive, it's going to be amazing, because it is going to be the continuation of what you're going to start, which seeds you're going to plant. This is going to be incredible. Oh my Lord, this is it. This is your own wheel of fortune. And to you, regardless what I said, my baby, you are going to face a very strange situation this week. You are going to face a very bizarre situation this week, where you're going to surprise yourself with your own reaction. You're going to be surprised by some kind of people. Something is going to be strange, something is going to be bizarre. Number 2 is going to make sense, like there is no tomorrow, but your reaction is going to be something that is going to be the most significant, because that is going to be the new starting point, because you're going to react in a certain way, you're going to surprise yourself, and that in itself is going to be absolutely remarkable, because it's going to help you with a certain worry, certain loss, but most importantly, this is going to be your victory, because this is going to be a mental clarity. I don't even know how to explain how important this is going to be, because this is going to lead towards a very new and very important stage in your life. Something is going to be revealed, and it's going to be like, oh my God, a slight change of direction when it comes to certain people in your life, and that is going to surprise you. A certain decision that you made, some kind of decision is going to change, because something is going to become obvious to you that wasn't obvious before, and you will be like, no, I'll just change my mind. And something to do with like a people that you have like some kind of power over, for example, you know, some kind of people that you can decide something for. It depends. Something is going to change, but this is going to be good. On another hand, what else I was going to say, the challenge that you are going to be facing, it's going to be amazing. And the challenge that you're going to be facing is also going to be presented by somebody in your life, by somebody who means to you so much. But this is something that is going to help you so much to do with a powerful time of your life, to do with like a certain change when it comes to your home, to do with a certain dimension, to do with a certain prosperous time in your life, and to do with a certain apprenticeship. A certain direction is going to be revealed, but that direction is going to be part of the 2 different things, and it's also most importantly going to be the moment in time when you are going to kind of be facing a certain challenge. You know, you're going to be challenged this week, and this challenge is going to make you feel a little bit emotional. This challenge is also kind of going to confuse you this week. Just remember, stay true to yourself. Just stay true to yourself, stay true to your power, stay true to your way of thinking, and that in itself is going to be an important moment in time, because it's going to help you with your own power, it's going to help you with your own grounding. That in itself is just going to help you with your own enlightening situation, that you are going to have. It's required from you to have some kind of confirmation through the spiritual leader, through the spiritual teacher, a confirmation for something very important is going to come through your spiritual teacher or spiritual leader, but it's going to be very significant, and especially in between the 7th and 11th of August. Just see what confirmation you're going to have through your spiritual teacher or spiritual leader, especially at the time in between the 5th and in between the 7th and 11th of August. And it's directly going to be connected to your own rebirth. It's directly going to be connected to your life, and it's directly going to be connected to your life in such a way where you're going to see your life upside down completely, and something absolutely mind-blowing is going to be revealed. An option you're going to have that is going to change your life. An idea this week you're going to have that is going to change your life. But you're going to become more serious about certain things. But that is actually going to be an absolutely amazing and absolutely mind-blowing starting point for you. I'm so proud for you, Aquarius. I'm so proud for you, Aquarius. I'm so proud for you, Aquarius, because before the end of this week, things are going to start changing for you, and so much is going to get back into the balance, and you're going to be able to feel this indeed. It's an important moment in time to remember, stay true to yourself, be open-minded, don't get scared, and don't get confused or anything like that. You're going to have a sacred time indeed, and make sure that you are connected and reconnected with the nature throughout this week. Make sure that you are by the water, make sure that you are meditating, but not in a way just meditating, just make sure to meditate, you go into the nature, but meditate in such a way where you just forget about everything. You don't need to think about the and things like that. You don't need to think about some kind of a special way of meditating. You don't need to think about a special mantras or anything like that. All you need to do is forget about the problems. All you need to do is forget about the nonsense. All you need to do is forget about the made up problems that the people made up, that we make up for ourselves, and we just prevent ourselves from moving on. That's all you need to do. Just learn to let go all the problems and all the nonsense, and that is something that I want you to do, because that at the same time becomes a very important moment for you, because you will rejuvenate yourself then and there, and that in itself is going to become the most amazing time of grounding ever. And it's also going to reveal something very special for you. Not only that physically and mentally this is going to be something very important for you, but also energetically and spiritually you're at the same time going to make a very strong connection with somebody very special in your life, somebody very special from the past. That person is going to come to you in spirit, and that person is going to come to you in dreams and have a very special message for you, my gorgeous Aquarius. So this is what I need you to do. And apart from that, make sure that you are top up on B vitamins, because B vitamins, the natural form of B vitamins, is going to be very important for you. Make sure that you have an echinacea, because echinacea tincture is going to help you a lot with the boost your immune system, because your immune system is going to need a little bit of boosting. And also vitamin C, but camu would be much more suitable for you. Camu vitamin C powder, because it's the most strongest source of vitamin C. It's something you're going to need a lot this week, because it's going to help you with your own rejuvenation. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, just check with your doctor, check with your GP, because only they can tell you if you can take these medications or not. Okay, what else I was going to say, basically it's that when it comes to those of you in relationship, you see your partner is going to surprise you, but I think that this is going to be quite good surprise, because your partner, it's going to happen, and it's going to do something at the right moment in time. It's going to come up with some kind of idea that is first going to seem like really stupid and really silly and really weird, but most certainly it is going to it's going to be something that is going to directly be connected to you feeling good. Directly it's going to make you feel optimistic, and it's going to bring you the new breath fresh of life. I like it because your partner is very adventurous, and this is exactly what is a wonderful match for you. You need adventurous people in your life. You need good people in your life. You need optimistic people in your life. You need people in your life who push the boundaries, and that's exactly what you have around you, and that's exactly what is going to happen. Your partner is going to push the boundaries, but you're going to like it, because it's going to reveal something very special about themselves, and that is going to give you some kind of idea for later on. And for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, there is someone very significant going to come through. Somebody very special, somebody very different. And you're going to find yourself being drawn to a completely different person. Okay? And I like this indeed, because you're going to feel very, very calmed around that person. You're going to feel very special around that person. And this is going to be someone who is going to play an important role in your life later on, and is going to change your life. Prepare to be swept off your feet, my gorgeous Aquarius, because this person is going to be amazing, and this person is going to make you feel different, and the biggest difference is how calm you're going to feel. Okay, just watch this space, my gorgeous Aquarius. Watch this space, Aquarius. Oh dear. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous and ever so special and ever so powerful Pisces. Now Pisces, you're going to be facing a very interesting week. This week you're about to enter a whole new dimension. This week you're about to enter a completely different dimension. Everything is going to feel strange in the best possible way. Everything is going to feel dreamy in the best possible way. Everything is going to feel like a little bit bizarre in the best possible way. But this is not by just like a surprise. This is not something that happens just out of the blue. This is an important moment in time because you're also rather going through something very important, to a very important stage in your life where you're going to feel drawn towards new plans. But you must not ignore new plans. You're going to be drawn towards new wishes. You must not ignore these new wishes. These new wishes are going to be the time of something very important when it comes to some kind of transition in your life. And transition that you are going to have, it's also kind of make you to be the part of the certain group, and it's also going to make you be like in a situation where somebody is going to try to be a little bit dominating over you, a little bit dominating towards you. When somebody tries to be dominating towards you this week, my advice is just try to play the game in the best possible way when it comes to your own spirituality. Try to have your eyes open, try to stay grounded, and try to rise above the situation. And this is the way you're going to protect yourself. This is very important because you have to remember that you will have a special power, and you will have a very harmonious time when it comes to your own energy. This in itself is going to be so good because it's also going to help you to deal with the powerless situation in your life where you felt like a little bit negative and a little bit stroppy and a little bit nervous in front of the certain people or in front of the certain person, and now you're about to surprise yourself. Also, when it comes to your work, it's very significant to say that this is a lot to do with an apprenticeship and the new option that is going to happen. New option, and you will be able to prove yourself like there is no tomorrow. A fantastic moment of recognition, and you will be aware of this and you will know this. Somebody's going to come up to you and somebody's going to praise you out, and that is going to be the most powerful moment in time for you, because there you go, you are going to have your own healing this week. This is so good. Whatever was in your mind, whatever was like kind of left you like really negative, if somebody left you, it's to do with like a pain, or if whatever kind of broke you, whatever made you feel negative in the last 3 years, whatever made you feel down, whatever just kind of broke your heart. It doesn't have to be love necessarily, my babies. This is so important because this is an important moment in time. You really genuinely are going through your own transition when it comes to the actual dimension, and that dimension is going to be mind-blowing, life-changing indeed, because it's going to help you to prove yourself. You're going to be able to feel this. You're going to feel so much happier. You're going to feel so much more optimistic. You're going to have your power back. The reason how you're going to feel this is just basically the energy, the energy of happiness, the energy of excitement that you are going to have from the moment you wake up in the morning. You may feel like a little bit tired, like a very first thing in the morning, but as soon as you have your glass of water or something, you will just be perked up like there is no tomorrow. And this is why, because the time is changing, your problem came to an end. Karmically, this came to an end, and this is going to be big, and this is going to bring you healing and solace and power. Absolutely remarkable. And those things that you didn't see any changes, like when it comes to your health and things like that, the long ailments, now most certainly this is actually going to make sense now. There is a little snake that is going to be revealed as well, that you are going to have a little enemy that is going to be revealed, I'm afraid. But then again, it's not going to be something that is going to completely surprise you. I suggest you, my bambinis, to kind of keep your things to yourself. Anything that's personal, keep it to yourself. Anything that concerns you, keep it to yourself. Anything that you think it's important, keep it to yourself, because the certain enemy is going to be revealed. I would highly suggest you to protect your energy field, my babies, by having a bag of salt. I know it sounds weird, but by having a bag of salt in one pocket and then bag of salt in another pocket, and this is going to help you so much to ground you, to protect your energy, to protect your power, to feel so much better, and it's going to help you against evil eye as well. I'm not saying that this person is necessarily going to give you an evil eye, but the problem is that sometimes people can give us an evil eye on purpose, or they can give us unintentional evil eye. It depends how old people are as in spirit, how powerful people are, how naughty naughty people are and how strong their energy is. And this is why I'm saying that this is an important moment in time. However, you see, going to have your own fantastic wheel of fortune, but especially good moment, good news, good idea, good balance, especially when it comes to your work, especially when it comes to your direction, and especially when it comes to your money, and especially when it comes to your finances. You're awesome. My Lord, there are quite a few of you that are going to have a wheel of fortune, and I'm not surprised because the numbers are very significant. It's in between the 5th and 11th of August. 11th is an angelic number, and it's remarkable how significant this is when it comes to all of us, because it's marking a new beginning, and it's a double meaning indeed, because it's very sacred and it's very special. And along the line you're going to have lots of dreams and lots of messages, but every single dream that you are going to have, it's going to be an answer to something very important. But the bottom line is you will have an important victorious time, okay? And you're also going to have an overwhelming emotion, and that in itself is going to be something really significant, because it is not only going to reveal your energy and your power, but at the same time it's also going to bring you the whole new opportunity, financial opportunity that is going to change your life literally. Just keep going and keep going and keep going, my Piscellini. Even when you feel really low, even when you feel really bad, even when you feel really down, just keep going, because especially at some point, you know, this is when the wheel of fortune is going to happen. You're going to feel a little bit low maybe, perhaps, but this is going to be the confusion of energy that is going to create. My advice is just keep going and keep going, because that moment in time is going to be important, and that moment in time is going to bring your own wheel of fortune, and that is going to be one of the most significant time for you, because it's not only about your victory and mental clarity, but it's a lot about the financial opportunity and you feeling absolutely brilliant and creative about your life. I can't explain how important this time is going to be, and this is all about transformation. Look, this is all about transformation, and it's all about beginning of something very important, enthusiasm, especially when it comes to the new direction. Pay attention to what you feel drawn to, pay attention what you want to learn, pay attention what's opening up for you. There is an important stage opening up for you. The land is about to shake, your life is about to start up in a completely different way. The candle within is about to start burning, and it's about to shine and illuminate such a large area in your life. Pay attention to what you feel drawn to, and also an advice from somebody very special, that you are going to have this week. On one hand, you already had something told to you that it's going to come back, a certain advice that you're going to be able to take into consideration. On another hand, there is another advice that you are going to have this week, and it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because it's going to help you to end something, but it's also going to help you to make a certain decision when it comes to your home, when it comes to your recognition, and also it's going to make you feel so good about yourself, because it's going to help you to make a certain judgment, and that judgment in itself is going to help you to deal with the burden that was there for a while. Through deep concentration and study, this is going to become your own transformation. So just see and just pay attention to what you feel drawn to. This is so important. It doesn't have to be study necessarily, but it's just like the actual new stages that are going to become revealed to you. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's going to become like an amazing part of your healing. You see, the second time, the same card, very important moment in time, just to let you know that there is going to be an advice that you are going to get through somebody very special, and that is going to be the moment in time when it's going to become your own rebirth, transformation, and you will want to do changes. You will want to change environment, you will want to change the place around you, you will want to do things in a slightly different way, and this is nothing unusual. And a certain adventure is going to happen, and that adventure is going to bring in very, very important people to you. You're also going to feel drawn towards a certain stage in your life, like when you were like a child in your childhood, but that's just so important to think why do you feel drawn to your childhood? Who are you thinking about? What's kind of feel drawn to you? What do you think about in particular? And then you will see, like, as soon as you stop thinking about this, like subconsciously this is going to happen. You just need to make sure that you realize where was the stop, and what did you start thinking about is just after that. When did you stop thinking about this? When did you stop focusing on this? And then it's very important to find this balance, to find this cut in between, and see what did you jump on from there. And that in itself is going to become new balance, and that in itself is going to bring the new realization, and that realization is going to be life-changing. It's going to be something that is going to become the beginning of something really, really new, where you're going to realize something very important about yourself. Just remember, an option, life-changing option you're going to have this week, news that is going to change your life. On another hand, for those of you that are wondering about your your health, what I was going to say is just so important to basically make sure the kidney and liver, your kidney and liver are going to be very sensitive, but on another hand your immune system is going to be slightly low. Please make sure that you're taking echinacea and golden seal. If you can take this in like a little tincture, echinacea and golden seal, and if you can't find an echinacea and golden seal in one, then you can take two separate and in tinctures. Or if you can find only echinacea, I would just take echinacea. Very significant because it is going to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count in the body, and it's going to help you to feel so much better. Okay, echinacea is just something so important that I would like to actually take. And also, what else I want to say, try to drink as much water as you can. Vitamin C, of course, the vitamin C is also going to help, like acerola cherry powder. I'm recommending this all the time. Acerola cherry powder, which gives you 1080 milligrams of vitamin C. It's just so important because it's natural form. Do not go for like a synthetic vitamins. I can't stand them. It's like ascorbic acid and things like that that is at the back of the vitamin C that's meant to be natural. It's like it's made in, and it's made in like a synthetic way. So please try to stay away from that kind of thing. So try to stick to natural. That's my point. So it's the combination of echinacea, golden seal and acerola cherry powder, which is going to help you to boost your immune system. But also, what I was going to say, for your liver and for your kidneys, also, if you can have throughout this week, every single morning, try to eat like a pumpkin seeds, and also very important, blackberries, blueberries, goji berries, strawberries, any berries, as many berries as you can. If you can make your own organic smoothies every morning, if you can make your own organic smoothies every morning, would be absolutely fantastic, would be absolutely perfect, you see, and that is going to help you and work like a beautiful filter for your liver indeed. Have this every morning, please. Okay. And also, what else I was going to say is just so significant. There you go. Your own strength is coming, and this in itself is going to give you a chance to look at your life from a completely different angle, and that in itself is going to help you deal with a certain powerless situation, and that is going to be brilliant because lots of people are going to benefit from it indeed. When it comes to those of you that are actually in relationship, you be very careful, because I think your partner may be in like a little bit of danger. Your partner may be under some kind of manipulation. So say to your partner not to start anything new. Say to your partner not to have negotiations, and also to keep certain things to themselves, because somebody is not who they are around him. Somebody is trying to manipulate your partner. So who this is, try to see, but to protect yourself is just kind of to rise above the situation. Just stay true to yourself. Your partner needs to stay true to themselves. That's an important thing to say. On another hand, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, oh my Lord, you will feel very spiritual, you will feel very powerful, and there is the certain spiritual group that you're going to start becoming the part of. You're not going to meet anybody this week, but it's an important moment in time, is because something is going to start spiritually happening to you. You're going to make a decision where you're going to be part of some kind of a group for the first time, and that group is going to become the more important part of your life as the time goes by, as the time moves on. It's so important because on one hand this is going to be an enlightening moment in time for you, very good for you in many different ways, but also more importantly, this is going to put you together with somebody very special. This is going to put you together with somebody very significant. This is going to put you together with somebody who is literally going to change your life, with somebody who is going to make you feel how you've never felt before, enlightened in so many different ways. Okay, so be open-minded, my babies, and go out there and do as much as you can, because it's not going to be that long until you meet this very, very special person indeed. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all to bits. You see, I'm still in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you healing, brightest blessing, lots of love and light. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you all.